Go.
Hello and welcome back to our explanation of the overly complicated card game based on penguins. The all-encompassing J-frame. It encompasses everything. It's a relatively simple GUI structure. The all-encompassing J-frame contains multiple player panels. Player panels are take a player and use it to instantiate their hand panel, play panel, deck panel, graveyard panel, and they're all brought together with a border layout. Simple enough. The hand panel and play panel are both composed of card panels, which are composed of cards. Play panels basically...
Psyduck is a card.
Psyduck is a card. Psyduck is a very important card. Psyduck's stats are supposed to be randomized every time it spawns. However, we couldn't implement that, so we just made its stats 69-69.
Okay.
Card panels take the information from cards and just display their stats, their names, their elements, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Play panels and hand
you
panels
should note
are
about the
erased.
references. How each of them have they have a reference variable for their game, their object in the model.
Hmm?
You know, like you're telling me, all the panels they have a reference for the game object. Like they're all path. Like hand panel is past a card zone object for that is the player's hand, and then play panel is past.
Oh right. Anything basically with a panel at the end. It's a wrapper class, a GUI for something without, like, card panels wrap cards, hand panels wrapped hands, play panels wrap play zones, deck panels wrap decks, and graveyard panels wrap graveyards.
Yeah, and specifically, they all take a card zone panel. They all take a card zone object, but they wrap it in different ways. So you could pass any card zone to the hand, but for the implementation, we did that. It's just how you want it to display.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All different displays for the same type of structure. So the all-encompassing J-frames update method,
Which is called when the phase is going to update the game, and then it's inside the list of updatables for game.update.
when cards are moved, it moves the cards to the appropriate card panels.
Which means that you'll get the current game state change manager, get the list of cards, the hash set of cards moved, and then for each of them it'll add and remove panels from the corresponding card zone panels.
And that's basically it for the all-encompassing J-frame structure. I hope you
As
enjoyed our...
As well as refreshing all the data, which just goes in all the player panels, and each player panel will have the refresh stuff for refreshing their life total and the number of cards in the graveyard and all their panels and the stats on the cards.
I hope you enjoyed our sequence diagram. I guess this would be... It's overly complicated. I apologize.
I'm going to zoom out.
Seriously, Psyduck's very important.
Goodbye.